You know what? I say we just tell our parents everything. After the way Rufus was toward Paul and Simon, and then with Harrison's gang showing up outside the foster agency and threatening them, we have no reason to keep our word about Dominick.
Tell our parents? This is Harrison you're talking about. You know what he does to people. Before we even open our mouths, he'll have his thugs banging on our front doors.
What do you suggest we do then, Quincy? Do you have any better ideas?
Actually, I do. We go straight up to Dominick, all 5 of us, get him while he's alone, and make him apologize for setting up that little trap.
Everyone just calm down. Look, none of us are capable fighters, and we can't make Dominick do anything. And telling our parents will just escalate the matter. I can easily see Harrison doing the same thing Rufus did with Paul when his parents tried to go to the principal.
He's right. We're in a deadlock at this point. And the only way to break it is if we all put our hands together. Simon, since you're speaking up, do you have any ideas?
Well, it'll be foolish to confront Harrison. He's probably already planning to confront us as we speak. Now that I think about it, maybe it is a good idea if we confronted Dominick instead. Look, I don't think Dominick made up a story about himself and lied about his position, and took the risk of giving us Rufus's location, just so Harrison's friends could tell us to back off.
But what makes you think that? He's with Harrison. Wouldn't he want us out of the picture too?
I disagree. I mean, the whole thing would have to be perfectly planned out. They would need to know the time we left Paul's house. They would need to know what day we planned to go confront Rufus. And they would need to know what time we left the foster agency. Besides, even if Dominick was lying about how Rufus ended up there, I can't see someone like him being very happy about being in the background, while Harrison hawks all the glory.
What's your point?
My point is, for a trap like this to work, the pieces would need to fall into place perfectly. Harrison would have to get really lucky for this all to work, which is why I don't think he'd even bother with a plan like that. The most likely scenario is that those kids who saw us probably were just coming up the street on our way there, and they put 2 and 2 together. All this to say, I think Dominick was telling the truth, and really wants to help us. So maybe it's best we at least try testing my theory, and talk with Dominick. See if he'll help us out with Harrison. What do you think, Paul? You've been pretty quiet over there.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I was just thinking about things. I think that's a good idea, Simon. I mean, we don't really have any other options. So, do we all agree?
I agree. Me too.
I agree too.
Good. Then let's pay Dominick a visit. Dominick.
What do you guys want?
Just a few minutes of your time.
Behind there.
What's with hiding in the bushes? Why can't we?
Quiet. You never know when Harrison is watching.
What do you mean?
If they had turned around just a few seconds sooner, they'd have caught you all talking to me. Since all of your friends are here, I'm assuming you haven't kept your promise. What did you tell them, Paul?
Basically, everything. They needed to be kept in the loop. I'm sorry I broke my promise to you.
You're lucky they kept quiet. Or else Harrison would have been up our asses so fast you wouldn't believe it. So I assume this is about Harrison. Did Rufus say he was gonna help or what?
Rufus basically told us to piss off.
Well now, that complicates things. I was hoping he would agree to help. But we can still work with this. Before I go on, I should let you all know that Harrison is well aware that Paul is here. And he's also well aware that you're all affiliated with him.
What? He's not gonna come after us, is he?
Hopefully not anytime soon. Which will work to our advantage. Are you all free right now? There's something I want to show you.
Actually guys, I can't stay. I have to get home to look after my brothers again.
I understand. You got to do what you got to do. I won't keep you any longer.
Okay, I'll see you guys on Monday.
Bye, Julie. Be careful walking home.
I will. You be careful too, Paul. So where exactly are you taking us?
I understand that you all don't trust me completely. And you're right to do so. I'd feel the same way if I were in your position. But consider this. If I were working with Harrison, and if I were planning to lead you all right to him, why would I let your friend go just now? If you all went missing, she would know exactly where you all were, and then we'd all get caught. So while you don't have much of a reason to trust me, you should understand that your options are limited. Either you come with me, and go along with my plan, or you wait until Harrison finds you. And I don't think I need to tell you what happens then.
He's right. We really don't have much of a choice.
Okay, Dominick. We'll go with you. But if this turns out to be a trap, then we'll never trust you again.
Fair enough. Now let's go. It's not a far walk from here. Here we are.
Isn't this neighborhood where all the rich kids live?
Yeah, it is. You see, Harrison is coming this way. Hi. Quickly.
What's up, ladies?
Hey, asshole. This is a residential street.
Yeah, I don't know where you think we are, but we're not like at the Indy 500, or like the car races.
He won't see us here.
Geez. And Rufus says I'm the one with the ego.
You see how reckless he was driving? He'll end up wrecking that pretty car of his, if he keeps going fast like that.
Or end up hitting someone.
Okay, he's inside. It's safe to come out now.
I never would have guessed that Harrison lives in a neighborhood like this. So, is he just some bored rich kid looking for entertainment?
You could say that. Come on, let's go around to the other side. And keep your heads down. The last thing we want is him noticing us. Especially with me here. This is Harrison's room right here. Now just keep watching. And see what happens.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm jealous.
Get down.
Does he just stand there all day and admire all his stuff and count all his money? Man, that guy's so vain.
I wish it were that simple. All that money he's counting, he took from innocent students who have nothing to do with his crap. He's bullied special needs students. He somehow gets all his tests and exams before anyone else, and then pays someone to do them for him. He cyberbullies people all over social media. Some of his victims have been forced to move to another town, like you did. And in other cases, well, I'd rather not tell you about those.
Oh my God.
Utterly disgusting.
That money he collects is what he calls a lunch tax. Basically, he walks up to whoever he feels like during lunch period and forces them to hand over the money. And if they don't, then he'll frame them as the aggressor and make their lives hell.
Man, I knew he was bad. But this is crazy. Why does he do this? He's richer than all of us put together. It's not fair.
I know you're upset, but keep it down. We don't want to get caught.
What is he doing now?
He's at his computer. Probably gonna cyberbully someone else. It's the cyberbullying part that pisses me off the most. I don't know if he ever did it to you, Paul, but social media is his most powerful weapon. He can upload a video of someone, and it'll reach the entire student body within minutes. Virtually everyone at school follows him. You see, Harrison loves to get high on his own power and ego. Which unfortunately, is something that I've enabled. But if we all work together, there's a chance we can bring him down. This is why I wanted the two of you to make peace with Rufus. I'd hoped that he could get down.
That was a close one. So what were you gonna say?
I have video footage of Harrison bullying different people at different times. Undeniable proof that in each one of the scenarios that he's twisted for his own purpose, he was clearly the aggressor, not the other person.
So why don't you upload that footage yourself? Why put the rest of us at risk by getting us involved?
Because Harrison also has video footage on me. And if I upload mine, then he'll upload his. And if that footage of me gets out, nobody will ever forgive me. My family means a lot to me, and if they ever see what I've done, they'll never look at me the same way again. I want Harrison's downfall to be as painful for him as possible. Everybody deserves justice for the way he's treated them. And what better way to make his downfall painful than to have his first victim be the one to tear him down?
Me? You want me to release the footage?
Think about it. He'll never be able to escape it. No jobs will want to hire him. No colleges or universities will accept him. And when he lays in bed at night, surrounded by all his expensive crap, he'll think of you. And how you were the one who ruined him. Imagine how badly that would mess with him. It'll be payback for you, Paul. But not only that. Think of all his other victims. It would be justice for them too.
That's a good point, Dominick. I'll consider it.
Don't spend too much time considering it, Paul. Harrison's not gonna sit around waiting for you to take action. He's gonna come to you. But once you've made your decision. That's my number. Contact me when you've decided. For now, I suggest we all get out of here and go home. We've spent way too long loitering around Harrison's house. Catch you later.
Thanks, Dominick.
Hi, Harrison.
Bree. How's it going?
Why are you calling me?
What? I can't video chat with my favorite cousin?
You know I can't help you out here in Tyndale Valley anymore, right? I'm still on probation for last year.
Still? Damn, Bree. They must have really hated you.
Tell me about it. I swear those stupid judges all have it out for me. We both know how I had to fight to survive inside that detention center. I still can't believe they let that little bitch boy Mason out early. That guy has turned all soft. You know what he's doing now? Babysitting toddlers. Can you believe that?
Ha 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 ha. See? That's why I told you to hire some actual muscle. That Mason kid was a little bitch right from jump. When you asked him to work out, he literally did it so he could climb trees and save kittens. I kept telling you that trying to turn him into this menacing monster wouldn't work.
Man, whatever. At least I can handle all that social media crap well. So, what have you got for me this time? Want me to keep posting pictures of that fat kid's head photoshopped onto a pig?
No. Something even better than that. Do you remember Paul Sanchez?
The little rat that got me into all of this in the first place? How could I not remember him?
Well, I have an opportunity for you to get a little payback. Recently, I just became aware that he moved back here to the Heights.
He's back over there? Interesting. Very interesting. So what have you got planned?
Well, when I first heard he was back, I hoped he would do the smart thing, and stay out of our business. But I should have known he wouldn't do that. He's trying to take me down. I'm still disappointed in your failure to have him arrested. You were supposed to prevent something like this from happening.
Do not even try to pin this on me. Once the police, and that bitch Jessica Andrews got involved, there was really nothing I could do.
Regardless, I still need your cooperation, if we're to eliminate Sanchez once and for all. After Rufus. He's the only weak link in my control over that ghetto-ass high school.
I still don't understand how you think Paul Sanchez can really do anything. He is not exactly a hard target. He usually only becomes a problem when he is surrounded by some other assholes.
That's only a problem for you really. But I on the other hand, was able to destroy his friendship with that prick Simon McLean, in a matter of minutes. And I'll do it again come Monday.
Whatever.
Listen Bree. It's not my fault that you're incompetent. So don't start pulling that crap with me. Don't forget. I was the one who got you into power in junior high in the first place. Without me, you wouldn't have even gained Mason.
So what do you want me to do then? As far as I know, he doesn't even have social media. And if you're thinking of having me go after Jessica and his other friends over here in Tyndale, forget it. There's no way I'm risking my neck for that. Because of that gratitude crap, everyone here treats them like royalty. They've gotten way too popular for me to even consider it.
I'm not telling you to go after his friends over there. That's a pointless waste of time. I just need that old video footage you have, of him attacking Mason. Is that gonna be a problem?
No. Of course not. I'm just curious why you want it. Anyway, I just sent it over. You should have received it now.
Yeah, it's here.
Okay. So now what?
The problem with Paul is that he knows way too much, and won't leave my operations alone. At first, I didn't think he would be a threat, so I decided to just leave him be. After all, going for him as soon as he got back here without good reason, would make too much noise with his family. However, it seems as though he's gained some information about Rufus. A couple of my guys reported that he'd been to the foster care facility that Rufus is rotting in. I doubt Rufus would get involved. I've known him for years. He's too proud to ever side with Paul, or admit that I defeated him. But the fact that Paul knows Rufus ended up there, and still is there, that concerns me. Somehow, he's getting information that shouldn't even be available.
Huh. And you call me incompetent? Maybe you should look at your little gang.
Okay, for once you're correct. I've done my best to ensure loyalty. But I feel as though there might be a mole in the ranks. There's no way that Paul would have been able to find out that stuff otherwise. It's possible it could be Dominick. Or that new kid. What's his face?
Who, Ethan?
Yeah, Ethan. I keep forgetting that asshole's name. He's only been with us a few months. I don't really know if I can fully trust him yet. Regardless, if there is a mole, then those two are the most likely candidates.
So why not get rid of the mole then? You know, cut off his source of information.
See, this is why you're still on probation. You act too rashly. If there is a mole, in time, he'll be revealed. It's better if I take out Paul quickly, rather than go through all the trouble of throwing Dominick or Ethan under the bus. Replacing them won't be easy. Besides, those two aren't competent enough to pull anything off, without using that midget as their mule. Well, you did your part. So I'll let you get back to doing whatever it is you waste your time with while you sit there rotting away on probation. Peace out, cuz.
Hey, wait.
Perfect.
Harrison, dinner's almost ready.
I'm coming, Mom. I'll help set the table. All right, table's all set.
Thank you, Harrison. You're such a big help.
Don't mention it, Mom. It's the least I could do.
You know, you're turning into such a wonderful young man. And I'm so proud of you for getting a job too.
Thank you, Mom. Hopefully I can also get into a good college as well. I've been thinking of studying economics.
And I'm sure you'll be great at it. Your grades are fantastic.
Thanks, Dad. Of course I've been working really hard to keep them up. By the way, here you go.
What's this?
I'm gonna start donating some of my weekly pay to you and Mom's retirement. You deserve it.
Oh, Harrison, that's so sweet of you. But you don't need to do that. You know we both want what's best for your future overall.
Please, I insist, Mom. When it comes time for you both to retire, I want you to have the best retirement you can.
Well, we really do appreciate this, son. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. I am so lucky to have such great parents.
We sure won the lottery with this one, didn't we, Travis?
I'll say we did.
So I thought about it over the weekend. And I don't think I should be the one to do it.
What do you mean? It's our one chance to get out of this mess.
Maybe. But remember, Dominick enabled Harrison to get away with all his crap. If anything, Dominick should be the one to end it. He said he wants to make up for his mistakes. And the best way to do that would be to release the footage himself.
He won't do it though, Paul. You know our best way out of this is to release it ourselves while we still can. My grandfather always told me about the survival techniques of our tribe. He taught me that when they had an advantage, they always used it for the sake of the tribe's survival. Maybe we can apply that here.
Maybe. But in my situation, that would just be giving in to my anger and desire for revenge. That video footage isn't mine to release. And besides, if we do it, we put ourselves at risk. While Dominick won't get a chance to be forgiven for his mistakes. I know he's helped us. But he's still done bad things that I think he should have a chance to make up for.
But remember, he's probably not gonna release that footage by himself. He doesn't want to disappoint his family.
Fair point. And to be honest, I do see how it would be better if I released it. But at the same time, I want Dominick to have the same kind of forgiveness that I showed Rufus. And that Simon showed me. He deserves it. But in order for that to happen, he has to admit that he was wrong, and then work to fix the mistakes he made, rather than having someone else do it for him. I don't know, guys. It's a pretty difficult decision. I think I need some more time to think it over.
It's okay, Paul. You can think more about it while we get lunch. Let's go.
Well, look who we have here. It's our resident midget. Check it out, everyone. It's the kid who caused so much trouble back in junior high. Never thought I'd see his face around here again. But here he is. Let's give it up for Paul Sanchez.
I'll be damned. It really is him.
Who here remembers this little troublemaker? Who used to beat everyone up? Who punched his best friend in the face for no reason? Even bullies his little sister.
Yeah, I remember you all right. What are you doing back here, you little prick?
You guys want proof of what a dirtbag this kid is? Check out the video I airdropped to you all. I know the both of you will especially be interested in seeing it. Check this out.
Stop trying to be tough, Paul. This whole thing is your fault. I tried to tell you to stop, but you're too stubborn to listen, because you're a spoiled brat who throws a tantrum just because he doesn't get his way.
Bam. Friendship over.
Man, I remember this. I was there. I saw the whole thing.
What a dickhead.
Yeah, he's a grade A dickhead, alright. I mean, who punches out his best friend just for telling the truth? Oh, that's right, Paul Sanchez does. Oh, and that's not all. After I ran his ass out of town, and he went scampering off to Tyndale, he continued his reign of terror over there too. Just check out this other video I sent you all. You guys won't believe this. I know you remember this one.
Hey Paul, listen.
Shut the hell up. I'm not listening to anything you gotta say.
Wait a minute, why don't we just...
Just a little something my cousin Brianna showed me. You didn't think you could escape this forever, did you, Paul?
Harrison, stop this right now.
Remember this, friends. Paul Sanchez is nothing but a bully who claims to be a victim. He's like a parasite, causing trouble wherever he goes. Do we want people like this at our school?
Hell no, we don't want him here.
That's right.
Take your punk ass home, Sanchez.
Get out of here, run.
We don't need people like you messing up our school.
Paul, wait. Come on.
Everyone be sure to check out these and other videos again on my Instagram. And see exactly the kind of person Paul really is. My handle is, HarrisonIsTheBest14. Catch you later.
Man, he really took off quick. I have no idea where he went.
Simon, you never told us you recorded Paul hitting you. Why did you give that footage to Harrison?
It was a long time ago, Timmy. And I didn't give it to him. He took it from me.
What do you mean?
Well, I had a small hidden camera on my glasses. I wanted to take video of everything that went on. That way, I could show the principal what was happening, and she could take action. I didn't know Paul was gonna hit me, and I didn't know Harrison knew I had a camera on my glasses either. He took my glasses, then ran off with the camera. I didn't even think he had kept it, especially since he didn't show us that he had it back then.
So why didn't he show it to anyone back then? You would think he would have done so.
I don't know, maybe he was saving it or something. But that's not the problem right now. We need to go tell the principal what's happened. Paul can't be in a very good state right now. And it's not safe for him to be wandering around town like this.
Dude, you remember Paul Sanchez? Check out these videos Harrison uploaded of him.
I'm looking at him now. Man, screw this kid.
What a jerk. Paul starts hitting that poor guy, and all he wanted to do was talk.
Looks like everyone agrees with you. Just look at all these comments people are saying about him. They don't hold back.
He deserves every bit of it.
Man, I would love to see that little punk try to come at me like that.
Yeah, his punk ass ran off of campus after Harrison confronted him.
Of course he did. That's exactly what cowards do.
Probably threw himself off a bridge or something.
I assume you've been hearing what people around the school are saying about Sanchez now.
That he offed himself? Yeah, I heard a few people saying that. Funny how fast these rumors get started.
Mrs. Sanchez.
Well, I hope you're pleased with yourself. You've done it now. You've gotten rid of my son.
What? No. Mrs. Sanchez, please hear me out. I didn't.
You jerk. Why did you do that to my brother? Why are you all so mean to him?
Go on, Talia. Let me handle this.
Why can't they just leave Paul alone?
I suggest you leave Simon. I have had it with all the shenanigans you kids pull. You should honestly be ashamed of yourselves. Paul was so happy when he thought you all were his friends.
Please, Mrs. Sanchez, just listen. I'm only trying to help. There's a lot more to this than you'll think.
I don't want to hear it, Simon. You kids have caused enough damage to this family over the years. We never should have come back here, that's all there is to it. We should have never came back. We should have just sold the damn house and stayed in Tyndale.
Please, let me explain.
Just leave, now.
Charlene, what's going on here?
They're trying to trick us, Dad. He's trying to lie to us again.
Charlene, please, calm down. I understand you're upset. I want to find my grandson too. But you're jumping the gun by taking your anger out on Simon. You and I both know that this is about finding Paul, not putting his disappearance on someone else. Now if Simon took the time to come here to say what he wants to say, then he might know something that we don't. He is right there on the inside after all, and he's known Paul for a very long time. Let's just hear him out.
All right. Say your piece, Simon.
Before I get into that, I just want to say that I didn't think Paul was missing. I actually came here to see if he made it back home safely. There were rumors going around school today. Rumors about him supposedly committing suicide, but of course we all know that's not true.
Suicide? Dear God, why is this happening again? Why are these goddamn kids always coming after my son?
Charlene, why don't you take a breather? Go to the kitchen and make yourself a cup of coffee. I'll handle this. I'm sorry about that, Simon. After a while, anyone would hit their breaking point. Especially if it were their own child.
It's okay. I totally understand.
Well then, let's have a seat.
Things are really getting crazy over there. Harrison figured out Paul was back, and confronted him during lunch period. He showed everyone video footage which I'm sure he's saying that I gave to him. And it showed Paul, well, let's just say it wasn't in a very favorable light. So then Harrison got everyone taunting Paul. And finally, he just took off running. I tried to catch him, but by the time we got out, he was nowhere to be seen. And we couldn't exactly leave the premises, so there was no way to try to look for him.
I see. So this video footage he showed everyone, you didn't willingly give it to him, did you?
No, I didn't. But it was videos that I took from back when all the stuff was going on in junior high. I was planning to document everything that was happening. But somehow, Harrison figured out that I had placed a hidden camera on my glasses, and stole the footage from me. He must have been keeping it all this time. And he also showed us a video of a fight Paul had gotten into in Tyndale Valley last year. He said his cousin gave him that video, but I'm not sure how relevant that is.
That's the thing with the internet. It's great for when I want to play a game of bridge. And yet it's able to be used as a means to hurt and offend others in ways that go against the spirit of transparency. But I digress. The important thing is that we find Paul.
I'm not even sure where he could be now, but I'm willing to help you look.
Well, I've searched practically the entire town so far, which only leaves a few certain neighborhoods. At this point, I'm considering getting the police involved. If you like, you can come down to the station with me, and explain to them what happened at school today.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's go. We're racing against the clock here.
Almost there. I need to get to Jessica. She'll help me. She knows what to do. I won't give up. This is for